the defender and she's going on the offense. It's like our basketball game, you know? But we're gonna start off with a beautiful double peek from enerii and Iceberg here. Iceberg will take some amount of hits, but will be not healed because there are no sages. But Muffyn is going to have that trade though, taking advantage of that low HP. But enerii from the behind takes one. Is it gonna be another? No, because babytz is gonna secure that kill alongside. And JinNynaja also has her gun to spare. Anko, however, will be taking Tarathiel down as well in the process. In the spawn, takes a jiggle peek, but still wins the fight. And of course, it's not enough. No, dancing around, but the tango is in the lead for Anko as they start.
Should do a lot better unless Mad Army can somehow use their utility to creep up front, and I think that's what they're trying to do right now. A little bit of mid control. Unfortunately, that gets denied by Ayumiii, and right now, timing on the backing away from oreopheliaa. It's gonna be Muffyn that exploits that, pushing up front now. A little bit of a whiff spray, but thankfully Anko's there to recover. They gain control over A site.
This is interesting though for the side of Mad Army, really asserting the
What?
But then there is the flick with a 3K. What is that? What a beautiful monster she is. And right now goes in towards hell, but not enough as Polly goes with the off angle kill. Uses this grenade for the side of Ayumiii, who is going to win this jiggle peeking fight. Is it her? Is it her as well? No! Polly secures it with a 3K, and that is a nano lead.
But it would be so much better if they just get more wins. And right now, Muffyn already in towards Pizza. This is a pivotal position because she gets to do plays like that, just peeking out, swings in, and now the B-split can happen. The spike hasn't been collected yet, though. So Alter Ego Celeste can bank on that fact and kind of try to play around since they know there is a play towards B. Maybe push out of A, get some info. Anko's trying to deny it. Muffyn pushes up front, gets shut down by Tarathiel.
And right now it's a 4 versus 4, still an even playing field. But Ayumiii, you know what? As I say it, she denies it. And 3 versus 4 now. That suppress is not going to take anyone, to say the least. But this camera, though, can provide some intel. But post-plant situations are still in the hands of Mad Army. But unless the retake says that that's going to be the flash, you have to check your corner. So Polly with the 1, make it another. Ayumiii to shut her down. Maybe easy for that trade. And Iceberg was able to spot her out, but she only has low HP, and JinNynaja will be cleaning it up 5-0.
And something else, they got the guns right now, and it's a little bit tough because they want to take the fight to them. That's why they're pushing up front. This time with Iceberg actually getting the opening pick. Now Mad Army, they gotta take a second. Shooting down that recon bolt kind of alerts enerii that there is a player on the other side of this wall. The other players though, where are they? They're trying to help them out, set up for these positions and maybe a bit of a default to watch the angles. If someone does push, if someone like enerii does get a little bit greedy, Anko, maybe Polly as well will be able to help her out, but enerii thinks better of that. She's actually falling back in towards mid.
But babytz though will be getting in here in towards A site, uses all these cage triggers for opening, and the ult though is gonna come from them. So those are a lot of intels that they can pick from. But with all of these jiggles, Iceberg is going to get that wiggle, and she takes it down. Tarathiel as well for a kill of her own, and ulti as well. But Anko uses this fact to be aggressive again with the jiggies, but Anko is going to win the dance.
Oh no!
Shut down by enerii, but this time it's not going to work for JinNynaja. But post-plant position, recon ball.
She has Hunter's Fury.
Fake diffuse. She's jiggling it.
Yes!
This is the Hunter's Fury.
No!
What? It's a win! It's a win! He was able to be used for the side of Mad Army. And then not being too much aggressive here. That's going to be the dash. Is she going to be spotted out? And enerii will be taking JinNynaja down, who's been really tedious. And here, Ayumiii as well. They may go on full retake at this point, which could be the viable play. But Anko already watching the heads towards heaven. They should be able to double peek this, unless of course I'm stated otherwise. Iceberg will be detected by the camera. Let's see if it goes to like Polly. And enerii for the trade. Iceberg as well. That is the double peek that I am looking for. With that free game, it's gonna be a 4. Watches the fight this time. And that is the second point now for Celeste. You see, like there's always good in every chaos, right?
Yeah. I mean, again, Mad Army needs to be a little bit more careful this time. I don't think dashing in to get the spike down is the answer anymore.
And right now, let's just see if this light doesn't die out for the side of Celeste, because here that is the dash in once more for their members, and they are able to get a hold of the site, but the spike isn't planted. Okay, they're planting it right now. Hunter Fury going to detect Iceberg. What is this prediction? But still, it is enough to take down Muffyn, and numbers advantage isn't on their side. So they're going to still decide on the full retake, but Ayumii's not going to let Anko breathe. As we see, enerii once more spots out Hell. This is where she was taken away, but this time she's not going to repeat the same mistake, and there is a double peek coming in as they secure this third round.
This is alter ego Celeste. They are lulling Mad Army into a false sense of security. I mean, you see all those big intel, though, for alter ego Celeste, and you can see that they're already starting to think, the hit's going to come towards B. Let's get positioned for this, and that is going to be Ayumiii. She was prepared for that shot, now looking for even more. Tarathiel helped her out. The flashes are good. The intel is even better. enerii gets the second, and right now, looking for Polly, the last one alive. She gets taken away. It's a secret lab, flawless in round number 10.
What is the secret to the sudden buff that alter ego Celeste is showing us? Look at how enerii suddenly pops off from a 7k scoreline now to 15. This assertion of dominance is just really great for Celeste right now. Let's look at that replay. You did say Intel is doing great, and enerii with the beautiful 4K just to wrap up this round. They're slowly climbing it up, maybe to a potential 6-6 scoreline.
Oh my god, I would hate to see that. Imagine Mad Army playing
well,
on
to
defense.
me, I would like to see that, you know, all the more intensity of the game.
True, but I'm rooting for Mad Army here. Come on, if they lose this, that's it. So they're trying.
Of course, I mean, we always want a very intense game, but look at this. While Tarathiel was busy on the camera, Muffyn goes and takes advantage of that vulnerability, which is actually great to start it off, because, you know, I agree with you. I would like to really see Mad Army win this match, but enerii is just taking those options away. But it's not just enerii alone. You're seeing Ayumiii KO still
got the
being,
spike.
you know, still being aggressive as well, and with the help of the utilities that's coming in from Iceberg, Oreo, and Tarathiel, they're doing it great. And as you mentioned, they have the spike, so they have the luxury to wait for these peaks. And look at the crossfires that they have.
Crossfire is perfect. Muffyn not having an updraft just means it's going to be much more difficult for her to find a shot, but Anko's still actually able to take enerii down, makes it a little bit easier. oreopheliaa is the only one here to stop the spike from being retrieved right now. They've managed to pick it up, so they're running away. Muffyn lingering for just a second more will allow her to delete oreopheliaa. Now Eisberg rotating around towards A short takes JinNynaja down. We're down to the 2v1. It's a race against time. They want to rush in to get the spike down, but at the same time, yeah, they might have that seconds on the clock. Iceberg has it too. She's already in position towards market, and that means she can just surprise them right here. Muffyn goes in to buy a little bit extra, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be enough. Iceberg already sneaks past stairs. They're looking for her right now. I don't think Muffyn has that many knives left. Oh, the instant fling got towards Anko. Iceberg, is she going to do it again? 1v1 now. Muffyn instantly retreats back to pick up the Vandal, spots her out, buys a little bit more time, jiggling back and forth. We're going for the jiggly wigglies here, Zia. She's trying to do this with the last knife. She doesn't want to let her get the defuse. No! Goes in for the peek. Playing a little bit more tactically, and I love watching this. It's the Ayumiii enerii duo. They support each other at all times. Right now, you got Iceberg getting some additional intel along with that owl drone. Polly comes in from the sides to deny it. Muffyn will do a great job, and they ensure that you will not be able to walk in that easily. You shall. And they're hunting her down, but she goes in for a couple more headshots. Oh, and they're hunting her down, but she goes in for a couple more headshots. She's got some spells of her own. Accio bolt or something. It's a second headshot.
That's gonna be one, but wow. Finally, JinNynaja to go for that cleanup strategy could do wonders for Mad Army, but look at this. Anko gets one. There's gonna be another looking at the boathouse right here. Muffyn into, actually There are raids across the floor. The Tarathiel making a 2. Is it a 3? Ayumii's gonna go for the clinch.
Behind us. It just makes it that much more difficult for Mad Army to retake. But you got Muffyn right now, and she's got the double Pacchi. Iceberg makes it an instant trade, and she's down to 7 HP.
That is a very beautiful deny of push coming in from Muffyn there. Although it was just Pacchi, it worked wonders. It was used pretty well, but right now they were able to detect JinNynaja in towards B, so they are crawling their way towards 8. No, they still have the gun advantage, but up to what extent though? Let's see.
That's a good question, right? To what extent?
The flank
they might
though.
have the guns, but yeah, they don't have intel. And what Mad Army has is positioning because they've cleared out mid, they've cleared out B. They know it's an A hit. Anko is allowed to push up front. Unfortunately, gets spotted a little bit early, getting kind of greedy. She wanted to pick up the Vandal. So now, with that flanker gone, it kind of allows for Alter Ego Celeste to run around the map a little bit. The thing you gotta consider is, though, babytz up towards this one spot. She can actually stop them for a while. 30 seconds remaining. If she can stall them a little bit longer, that would be good, but unfortunately the shot was a body one. And that allows for Tarathiel to collect the head as well as information from the Neuro theft. They're going back towards A, seeing that the positions were headed towards B, plus the From the Shadows committed. Oh no! We just got jabaited, Xeaora!
The fake rotates from Alter Ego Celeste. They're playing by the map. They're finding loopholes to the rules. Let's see if they can be the official rule breakers here. JinNynaja will be using the drone for some intel, but not going to spot out anyone just yet because vision is denied. Take note, however, that they are low on HP. Retake is doable unless stated by the positions. Otherwise, I'm going to push from the back, make it through. But to take that 3K for oreopheliaa, 8 to 9 right now. Aggression to happen. Muffyn down to a half, forces her to go back. That's into Lucas from the high mid. They're gonna go and take one. Muffyn gets some kind of damages here, but she's stuck in the corner. She's pinned down and onto the other side. So this is forcing the issue, but maybe TZ still gets a 2K, trying to protect her comrade, who is quite injured in towards squares. But is it enough? It is enough as Muffyn still gets Iceberg down, who's trying to push her from the sides. 2 versus 2. Make 3 rather, but on the low, Muffyn and babytz still in towards mid. But this could be an opportunity for them to take A, potentially for post plant, but I think enerii is just gonna gather some information in the process.
Off a play like that, that means 2 things. One, like you said, it's information for enerii. She calls out that A side is clear. They will be able to deliver the spike and get it planted basically for free. Left. Second thing is, Mad Army is wondering so much about the positions. Thankfully, Muffyn was pushing up towards A main, and she guessed it right. She hears the spike being planted. But now, they need JinNynaja to help them out in this, because if they don't get any further intel, it's just going to be tough for them to figure out where the Alter Ego Celeste players are hiding. They have no idea that Neri's in this corner right now, and babytz will lose her life. Ayumiii buying extra time, flashes. Enerii just comes out from the top. It's a triple spray from enerii, the Canary, just from the top of that. The Astra stars just to block off Polly. What Polly can do, though, is to just listen for footsteps. If she hears anything, maybe the owl drone, she could have sprayed down. Yeah, she's going to get that. Oh my god, but even with the paranoia, Neri's just going to walk up front and take Anko away? What is this? She gets shut down by Muffyn, thankfully, and then the dash off. They're going to try to stop this push from coming in, and it's good for now, the firing range. But unfortunately for them, oreopheliaa is good for a double spray as well. This turns it into 1v2, and Iceberg coming up from the top of tree. babytz doesn't know this. It's all too late. We've got turned into a 1v1.
But JinNynaja still depicts that she could be into heaven here, but the headshot is still in the hands of
babytz anchoring down B. She has to find the crucial frag. She pushes up front, gets the first one, backs off. This is good, Xeaora.
This could be good, but she was tagged by a bit, so they do know that she is in towards sight. But will they commit to this, though? I guess they will. Look at how enerii still goes in. JinNynaja, a bit of a whip still happens. babytz to secure her Tarathiel for the 3, but she is the only member remaining, but is still winning the fight. 2 a 1v3
Okay.
clutch perhaps, but no, it's gonna be shut down by Muffyn with the Blade Storm, but take note, it was used. She used
The Blade
that
Storm?
Blade Storm, so maybe she won't be able to use any for the succeeding ones unless she could get the head.
Going for them is the fact that Anko has her ultimate, the Empress. Baby TZ has her Neural Theft up as well. If they can actually utilize that somehow, maybe even in a retake, maybe it's just a stall, they could actually do something. It's going to be Polly dancing back and forth. The bait and switch is good! Muffyn was in the corner, but it wasn't even necessary. Now she gets information in towards mid. Oreopheliaa's gone, and it's going to be the
site where it's heavily guarded by the members of Mad Army, but again, if they want to create a game number 4, this could be the play, but Ayumiii is already detected. This could be a chance for Muffyn to push, but with Thailand Tarathiel denies that fact. Presence is going to be detected with the suppress. They can march in towards A, but is it enough for Jinny and Mad Army as they are going to go in here? Look at that stuff, isn't it? The spike is not yet down, but with this heads down, oreopheliaa takes a 2, but Muffyn will clean it up. 13-11, we're going to go to game number 4.